I just want to be with Nick at the end of this. I'd live in a shack with no diamonds for Nick. I would. That's how much I care about Nick and want to be with Nick. Who am I?
Welcome to Dudes Watch The Bachelor. This is a recap of Season 21, Episode 7 of ABC's The Bachelor, Nick Viall edition. Dudes Watch is a premiere show where dudes recap traditionally non-dude shows. This voice talking to you is from Reed Stiles, and I'm joined by my co-host Dave Neal. What's up, Dave?
Hello, how are you?
The old Rose mic, I like that.
Got the old Rose mic bit.
Are you gonna use that tonight at the show?
You know what? No. These roses are going to die in a week, and my relationship hopefully will not. But you know what? It's Valentine's Day. You got to buy your chick roses because that's what society tells you to do.
Dude,
so
one of the
cut
best
some flowers down.
One of the best marketing ploys of all time. Incredible. Every restaurant, it's insane.
Got us.
I love it.
We're not doing Valentine's today. We both have jobs, so we're going to do it another day. So it kind of worked out this week for me.
Okay, so this week I've got at least two choices for the title of the episode. I've got Sneaky Sneaky. Ooh, Sweethearts, Be Mine. Be Mine. And I Really, Really Like You. Which one do you like the best?
I really, really like you.
Or Sneaky Sneaky. Or Be Mine.
I like Sneaky Sneaky.
Okay.
Those are all good. Those are all fire.
Fuego.
I mean, so you loved this episode?
Dude, let's kick it. Tell us about your social media real fast. Where can we find you, Dave?
Dave Neal on Facebook. Sex Actually is the name of my podcast, and I do 2 episodes a week. So go listen to that. Dating and relationship advice, comedians talking about getting laid and things like that.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll be on there. We never know.
We're going to tease the shit out of it. You're going to get on there.
So I've also got Instagram. That's DudesWatch, all one word. I'm now on Facebook. I think I've got up to 50 likes this week. So just like both of those. Things are looking good. So if you're new to the show, welcome. Dave and I talk about The Batch and try to input some of our dating experience or inexperience. Every week I let The Bachelor kick off the show. So how's life right now, Nick?
I miss riding a bike.
It's kind of fun, right? It's like a swing, you know? It's like,
I love to swing.
you kind of forget how amazing it is.
All right, so I think everything kicked off with a one-on-one date with Vanessa. She says she's falling in love with Nick. What did you think of Nick's response before I play the clip?
Well, what's he supposed to say? He loves her? There's 6 girls. What does she expect? Her expectations are too high.
I don't know how else to say, because she wants the L word, but she gets this clip.
And I do believe, even though I've been in love and I've had some great loves of my life, that there is a greater love for me than what I've had. I really, really like you. A lot.
All right, so Nick really, really likes her a lot. Could he have said I'm falling, or I think I'm getting there, or I could see myself loving
I think
you?
I think he thought he did what was enough, but he doesn't realize that these women are going to overanalyze and microanalyze everything. So while he thinks he did enough, no, she's freaking out now.
I agree with that take. I've seen a lot of people kind of turning on Vanessa. Basically, if you go to her IMDb, she's got some old credits from where she was like an extra or had a minor part in a bunch of movies and TV shows. This is your world. So you know a lot more about this than me. Is this a cause for her to maybe not be there for the right reasons, or?
No, they're all fame whores. No, every girl in the world wants to be an actress. They want the attention and the hair and makeup chair. No, not at all. I mean, just because she's a special needs teacher doesn't mean she's, like Corinne's in a rap video. They're all doing their own thing. They're all trying to peddle that verification on Instagram. So I don't think it's, I think if she does get with Nick, she's going to have to leave her job and they're going to have to live one of those publicity lives.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. I mean, my bigger red flag than the failed actress narrative is that she basically disappeared in the 4th act of the show. We found out that she had a disagreement with Rachel, which was completely unaired, and then Vanessa didn't appear at all the rest of the episode. So that was
Yeah,
kind of my more red
she
flag.
took a note out of Corinne's book and just took a long nap, popped some Ambien, and it's just gone.
Probably sleep deprived from all these interviews. I don't know what to take from Vanessa. Her date was pretty boring. It was kind of disappointing.
Boring, but man, if you're picking based on a chick who's got it all, I mean, she really is beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
Like you could, I mean, I'm a master at picking flaws out of people, but she's got the least amount of flaws, and you want a chick who's going nuts over you. It doesn't always look good, but it's like you want a chick who's really into you, and she looks like she's into him.
Unlike, Kayla from Ben's season or something like that, where she's just happy and fun and there's no passion.
She's a sociopath. Yeah, Kayla's a sociopath. She just the dumb eyes. Like she could murder you in your cold blood and just go eat a pastrami sandwich after. She could not care.
I saw her and Olivia on a show the other day. I thought that was funny.
I love Olivia. I love her.
Olivia's got great takes. She's just quirky
She's honestly everything you want. They made her to be a villain. Are you kidding me? She's funny. It's hard for these chicks to come off funny. Olivia's funny. I don't know anyone on this season that's funny and not in like a villainous type of way.
Yeah, maybe Alexis. That's what the world seems like.
But Olivia's got the looks that Alexis didn't. So I don't know.
All right, let's move on to the group date. So this was where we're starting to get into more of the fun stuff. We had Corinne's World episode 7 coming at you live. And we see Corinne in her natural habitat, bikinis and yachts. So I'm going to insert this clip.
I've been on a boat bigger than this. When you go boating a lot in Florida, I'm a boater, I'm experienced, and I look great on a yacht. Let's take more clothes off.
Where Corinne asked us to take off more clothes. All right, so clips in there. What was your take on this? Is this a perfect Corinne date or what?
Well, she doesn't compare body-wise to the other two in my book. So when she's trying to pull the whole, like, I'm the hot young one, I think it's like, no, you're not. And then I'm actually surprised she, like, went swimming with the sharks and didn't make it all about her. It was almost like Kristina was the one who was all scared and everything. But I don't know. It was weird. They just left Corinne out there.
Yeah, so Kristina was out there swimming with sharks but had to come back quickly. Do you think that tracking device in her was setting off the sharks or what? What was your...
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Because the Russians have shark spies, so she thought that it was one of her uncles, like, spying on her. They put some laser beams on those sharks. No, yeah, they don't do... Yeah, the Russians, they don't do water. It's all frozen ice over there. They don't do that.
Let's talk about the inner thighs. So Nick was rocking the short shorts again. Sky's out, thighs out. And then he has this clip where he's talking about thigh protection.
I am one lucky guy right now. You guys can help me some sunscreen, maybe, perhaps? Get that inner thigh. I don't want that sunburn.
But I'm not going to let girls bring me down when I'm trying to literally win over my fiance.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that inner thigh burn. What do you think about Nick's inseam length? I'm seeing a very strong trend here.
Well, like I said, I can't fault the guy. He's got the legs to back it up. But, if you went one more inch, he's ready to have his, like, little Nick Jr. coming out. He's running out of real estate there. But I hate nothing more than the shorts that are too long. So I think he's got his look.
Yeah. At least he's consistent is always my thing. He's not.
Yeah.
It's not a bit. Like, this is his whole wardrobe.
I don't mind his style. That's not my issue with Nick. Not a style problem.
And really, on The Bachelor, there are very few style issues because they just wear, like, plain shirts, plain everything. So, I mean, I can respect adding a little flair in there,
I just imagine him at, like, H&M with his mouth closed, like, oh, does this look good on me? Like, oh, I don't know. I guess I'll get both and return the one I don't want. Like, I just imagine him being so annoying.
But he's, like, talking to himself in the mirror, right? Is that what
yeah.
There's no one around.
No. Nick doesn't have friends that go shopping with him. He's a lone wolf.
We need to jump back into the boob discussion from last week. So basically my take ignited all kinds of fires. Apparently I don't care about boobs now. So I either need to add more gasoline to this fire or extinguish the flames.
Yeah, go villain on it. Go villain.
So my objective take is that Raven had the nicest boobs. She's low-key one of the hottest chicks left. I'd say right behind Vanessa. But Kristina is just so easy on the eyes. She's just all around. You got to take everything as a full picture. You can't just say, oh, that girl has big boobs, therefore she's super attractive. That's just one piece of the whole puzzle, you know?
Kristina is very attractive in the sense she could be like a Guess Jeans model. Like, she's very attractive. She's got like she'd photograph very well, just like Taylor. Taylor would photograph really well. But then you put him into life, and just doesn't click for me. Raven seems very fake. It seems like a fake tan. Raven's kind of the type who wears like the Canon boob bra, but like I don't know what's behind it. Whereas Vanessa, I'm sorry, there she put some outfits on where like her boobs were sitting up nice without any like added support. It's like, like that's built for longevity.
Yeah, dude, Vanessa, there's no doubt. I think they got to swim around on their date. I mean, I was loving it. Great screen time. But I mean, yeah. I don't know. You just got to look at the whole picture, and I feel like everyone, God, I got some fire for that comment. But it's all about, it's a contribution of like intelligence, personality, sense of humor, fitness, your level-headedness, your motivation, and then your beauty. And it's just kind of all together, I think. And with a lot of the Bachelor people, you don't see any of that, except for their hotness.
It's not up to us to like shame people, but we can have our preferences. Maybe a guy likes a chick with big tits or a big ass. I mean, girls like guys for their physical attributes too. You got to follow through with personality, but that's not the first thing you notice.
Especially on this show where they just, they introduce them within like 5 seconds and that's all you see of them. It's like, okay, you have to like or dislike this person. So
yeah,
that was my hot take. Hopefully I didn't add too much gasoline.
Add the gas, burn it down, blow it up.
It's like, Reed doesn't like big boobs is basically what I heard. It's like, okay.
Well, look, it's a visual medium, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to watch these things and judge. That's why it's the most talked about show. It really is. Because we all have different preferences. I personally don't find Raven attractive at all. And someone thought I was crazy that I thought somebody else would be more attractive than Raven. I'm like, I just don't think she's attractive. To me, her personality's good, but like, I don't know. I don't buy it. You strip that all down. What do we have? A chick with a fake tan and bad skin.
We're swimming with sharks. Oh, Dave, I was going to tell you, I saw some wedgies on this episode. I thought you probably liked that. Did you see that?
I saw what? You mean the photoshopped wedgies?
No, I saw real wedgies.
There was a couple. But you know what? They'll do the real wedgie from far away. The close up, they Photoshop it.
Okay.
The FCC, don't get me started on it. It's just, you know what I mean?
We have wedgie talk.
You can't even show a wedgie. Apparently, though, someone left in my comments on YouTube that in Canada they don't blur it out. They don't blur out all the butt and boob shots.
Interesting. Wow.
So we're living in this censored. Who's China now? We're China.
Ooh, interesting.
You know what I mean? We're just North Korea watching this. We don't even get the full experience.
I mean, I just got back from China. I definitely that comment hits close to home.
Yeah, their censorship.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, no Facebook, no YouTube. They just have their own medium that's controlled. So it's cool, dude.
It's cool. They just repress their whole society.
It's like they have this parallel universe. They have all the same apps and everything we do. It's just not connected to ours. It's so weird.
Just not a free point of view. That's all.
Yeah, no big deal. Cash. One thing I thought became very clear is Corinne is very self-aware. So I'm going to put this clip of her eating the cheese because she was my spirit animal last night.
It's a huge date tonight. Yeah. I'm just eating cheese. I'm just so nervous. I'm eating my feelings.
Yeah, she's eating her feelings. What was your take? Loved it? Endearing?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, anything that makes her look like a human being, I'm all about. I think there's a few times this episode that she actually came off normal, but then she gets like the insecurity where she becomes a bitch instead of just showing her real emotions. She channels anger and entitlement too much. That's why everyone hates her. But then you see her break down, and you're like, oh, she's not too bad, because we love when people are broken down.
And I don't know if you saw on Reddit last night, there was a guy posting that he was with Corinne watching the show with her. apparently all the girls on the show were shocked at the edit, that this was not the Corinne they saw the whole time. So they just basically took every clip they have of her and threw them in there, is the way it was described.
Shocked with the overall edit?
Right.
You mean like because she's not a bad person?
Yeah, and like none of them were even thinking Corinne. They weren't even worried about Corinne, supposedly.
Well, yeah, because if you look at some of the group shots, you'll see Corinne in the background, like laughing with one of the girls or whatever. Yeah, no. I mean, she said, she got kind of like, they got the sound bites out of her, but she looks like she's just a girly girl. Of course she wants to be liked by these other girls. She's so young. She's impressionable. So, yeah, no, I totally could see how she's just like a normal girl who wants the attention of the other girls. And then when the producer's like, you got any meat for me? She wants the love from the producer. So sorry, I keep dropping my phone. So I don't know.
I like it. I think we figured that out a while ago. We've always been pro Corinne. We want the entertainment. We know she's not marrying a 36-year-old Nick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, let's move on to Danielle M. I felt like we were pretty high on her, but oof. What happened?
She's the type of girl. She's the type of girl that's like seems really deep and spiritual at first, but then didn't really back it up with like too much playful energy. I mean, we really just got to see them have a serious date early on, and then what? Nothing. And then they play up the whole like we have nothing to talk about. That's because there's no magnetism because Nick has no personality. So Nick needs a girl with a big personality, a Raven, a Corinne. He needs Rachel. He needs a chick who can kind of like be the quiet talker. Danielle's the quiet talker. Two quiet talkers, they just sit there awkwardly, like read a book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, that, and they weren't even trying. Like Nick was not. He threw in like just a little bit of effort, and then she would throw back just a little bit of effort. No one was really taking over the conversation. It was insane.
And that's how it should be in a normal relationship. Like you have your off days, your energy's not right, but in these situations, he's ready to make a move, and you have a dull convo. Like there's no time for that shit.
This stuff would happen in China, although it'd be the reverse. It would be like you have all this energy and you're really excited, and you meet in this one little area, and you're like, oh, this is great. I can't wait to get to know this person longer. And then you find out they have a bus leaving in 30 minutes, and you're never going to see them again. So you just don't even try anymore. You're like, whatever, like, I'll never get to see you again. This was our last opportunity, goodbye. That's kind of how I felt the whole time. Like, they kind of had a little fire in the beginning, and then he's like, sorry, girl, your bus is 30 minutes out.
Which is weird, because aren't they from, like, similar parts of the country? Like, you'd think they'd have a little bit more in common, but yeah, it just didn't progress, and that's what happens. Some relationships catch fire. I don't think the first impression rose has ever won, has it? Like, not that she got it, but like, she had that early 1-on-1, and it's like, where do you go from there?
I can't remember who got the first impression rose on Ben's season. It might have been Lauren. I can't remember.
I thought it was Olivia.
Ooh, it might have been. I can't remember. Someone
that's
correct
weird.
us. Someone correct us on this. All right, so let's move on. We're crushing it right now. We got to get to what we wanted to see this week. Corinne's sneaky night trip. Dude, so much build up, so little payoff.
Well, what do you think happened?
Well, all right. So let's preface this with we've got the Platinum Vagine clip. I've got to play this first. It's a classic.
I honestly just wanted to see you.
Sneaky.
Because I never got full one-on-one time. I know how to make a man feel good. Come, let's go to your room for a second. And I do it way better than anyone else. Because my heart is gold, but my vagine is platinum.
There's a heart of gold and a platinum. Bleep. I want to say they got in there and Nick realized really quickly, like, uh-oh, I'm about to make everyone in America really mad.
So, but do you think anything happened sexually?
I think they were like fooling around a little bit, and Nick, and in this, let's back out. Abort.
Well, yeah, he knew that. I'm pretty sure he knew she wasn't like a finalist, and he's made the mistake before of having sex before the fantasy suite. He's only one girl away from the fantasy suite, right? Is it 2 or 3?
Usually crazy. 3. It depends.
That's crazy.
I think Caitlin had 2.
I think she gave him a little bit of a blowjob, and then he made her stop. That's what I think happened. I think she went right for it. But that's just me. That's what I like to believe. Either way, I mean, who cares whether it was this or that? He shut it down. And I don't think she was too upset either. What did she expect? I mean, I know these women don't get shut down too often, but, like, given the situation, she knew. That's just what happens. He's already done the whole, like, have sex before the fantasy suite thing, which is bizarro. I can't get over that season, how he had sex with the chick and then she married and she got engaged to the other guy. I couldn't be that other guy. I couldn't imagine thinking that my girlfriend had sex with another guy on reality TV. No, that's a deal breaker.
What about the reverse, where it's like, wow, Nick, were you bad? Did you have no skills? Like,
yeah,
she tested the ride right off the bat, and it was like, well, I'll keep looking at my other options.
It's such a horrible double standard when you think of, like, the girl as the Bachelorette having sex with the 3 guys versus the. It's just a weird. But it's weird because it's this society. We put we turn these cameras on and we see what should be intimate and not talked about. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool, be you, feminism, go America. But on the other, it's like, oh boy, you're living at these other chicks. This guy, like, yeah, he made the right move. I think he really did.
He made the most judicious move, because now it's like, oh, Nick isn't such a scumbag. He doesn't just surrender to all of his whims. Like, oh, he's kind of, he has a soul. This is great.
Yeah, I hear you, but me personally, I don't judge him any differently. I think I could almost give him credit if he let Corinne blow him or whatever, to be like, yeah, whatever. This is a date. I'm on dating. But I don't know. I don't give him any extra credit for saying no. But it is. I
don't give him any credit. I feel like some people in the audience do, though. That's what they were going for. I was just kind of like, what a waste of time. What a build-up.
He's saying no, knowing that they're being filmed and recorded. Like, that wasn't a real test of his faith. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
The real test was something like Liz at the wedding or something like that,
Yeah, exactly. So, like, yeah, just because he could hold off having sex with her a week before the fantasy suite, that's not a big. But by the way, I do not think she makes it to the fantasy suite. I don't think her, sexually she's got anything to desire that these other girls don't have.
Let's talk about someone else who I think does. We may need a translator here, someone that speaks Nick Vile. He says, would I be similar to the guys that you bring home to your parents? And I've got that clip here.
I am nervous. Will I be similar to the guys you dated before? Will I be different? Will they be like, oh, no, this makes sense? Or will they be like, what?
Yes and no.
No, my translation was, have you ever brought home a white mumbler to your house?
Exactly. And she's like, no, I've never brought home a white dude. And that's fine.
What was your take on this? Is this what does this mean for? Let's just. I guess everyone. It's not really a spoiler at this point about who the next Bachelorette is. What does this kind of say about her as the next Bachelorette?
I don't think it'll change Bachelorette too much. I mean, I think they'll have a couple more black dudes. Naturally, the dating pool skews more to her ethnicity. That's common sense. But I don't think it'll change much. I think Rachel has showed that she likes white guys and probably, I'm assuming, likes black guys. So I don't think it'll change much. I think Rachel's a really good pick, to be honest. My only problem with her as Bachelorette is I like her a lot. So I don't even know where I'm going to start making fun of her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's a compliment.
Dang, that's so nice from you, Dave.
I know.
We need to record this and repeat it. Yeah, basically, my preseason take on Rachel was smart, fit, attractive, and comes from Texas, so probably pretty level-headed. Pretty much a perfect pick for a Bachelorette.
She really doesn't need this franchise. I mean, she's a practicing lawyer. Obviously, by doing Bachelorette, she's pretty much tossing away her law degree. I mean, you're not going to get back into law. I mean, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to be defending some case and then they're going to be like, objection, you had sex with 3 dudes on camera, no credibility. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. But will it be will Bachelorette be rated higher or lower? I think it'll be about where it's supposed to be. I think the people that watch will watch, and if people don't watch, they're idiots because it'll be entertaining. She seems like a great person. She really does. I would date her in a second.
I just hope. Well, I'm definitely submitting my tape for Bachelorette, so I'll be in the pool. But I want her to be a little more interesting than Nick and realer than JoJo, and I think she'll be a huge success if she can just like get past these two horrible extremes. I think. She'll be
way more real than JoJo, and I like JoJo at first, but it's like, what are we talking about here? Some chick with bolt-ons that wants to be famous. I mean, like, prove me otherwise. Mm-hmm. So at least Rachel's got a lot of like infrastructure around her life as who she is, in that I don't think her identity will be like carved out by who the Bachelorette wants her to be.
No, and she was probably the most fun girl aside from Corinne on the show this last episode. So
yeah, she's gonna be dancing the whole time. She's gonna be wearing sexy outfits. She'll be good.
Dude, who's going to hometowns? I guess the real question is, does Corinne make it?
Oh boy, the producers are really gonna want that. But if Corinne, maybe it's easier to get to Corinne's hometown than Rachel's hometown, just because it's like, really, you think Rachel's dad being a judge is really gonna let that fly? Mm-hmm. So maybe Rachel goes home now.
I don't know.
Which I would never, if I'm just judging on the girls, I would say Rachel makes it farther than Corinne. But knowing that Rachel's going to be the Bachelorette and that she comes from a family of like serious like lawyers and judges, it's like, do they want to play that game? Versus Corinne's family is going to be Raquel. You know what I mean? It's going to be, of course, they would love that. So I think Rachel's going home.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Any last words? Anything else we forgot?
Just happy Valentine's Day. Love the ones you love. Everyone call your mothers. Tell them hi. I don't know.
Should I tell her through this podcast, since she probably listens?
Yeah, tell your mom I got her a dozen roses right here.
Yeah, love you, Mom. Dave's got you the roses. He's going to ship them.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Well, dude, have a great rest of your day. Where can we find you again? Hit us with the addresses.
Just find me, Dave Neal, on Facebook. Come say hi. And then on YouTube, just search Dave Neal. If you want to check out my stand-up, it's all on there. If you want to see me perform live, just stay in touch. I'll get you tickets to a show.
Dude, I'm coming out to L.A., man. 100%.
Let's do it. Come out.
All right, thanks for joining me, Dave. And thanks for listening to Dudes Watch The Bachelor. Dave has his own YouTube channel, like he said, Dave Neal Actor. I'm on YouTube. That's DudesWatch, all one word. SoundCloud, iTunes, Facebook, and Instagram. Instagram has all the clips to the show. For the new listeners, thank you for listening. Message me, reach out, tell us what you like or dislike, and we'll change accordingly. So, without further ado, happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
Be mine.